Hey guys, welcome back to Takeover Tuesday. If this is your first time here, welcome to you. We're so glad that you tuned in. I'm so thankful for all of my friends, partners, all of you who have subscribed and liked and shared every single week. I get messages from pastors and leaders around the globe that are saying, hey, my staff is watching these talks or listening to these talks. And if this is your first time here, this is just an eyeball-to-eyeball, face-to-face reality check about this game we call leadership. Now, over the last few weeks, we've been talking about the gift that keeps on giving that nobody wants. It's called the gift of resistance. And I've been trying to help you reframe your mindset concerning resistance, to stop looking at it like a red light rather, and look at it like a green light. And last week, I taught you that it was actually your coach, that your haters are actually your unpaid strength coaches that are preparing you for your future. Now, I left you with a promise last week that I was going to teach you how to turn pain and perplexity into a platform of promotion. Wow, that's some great alliteration right there. So 2 weeks ago, we saw that resistance is proof that you're on target. Last week, we learned that it's your personal trainer. Today, here's what we're going to do. We're going to flip the script completely. What if, two big words. What if the very thing that is pushing against you is the thing that's about to propel you into your destiny? Would it be worth it? Well, I've come to tell you today that's exactly what's happening in your life. Now, let me give you a basic illustration to prove my point. Airplanes always take off against the wind, or they always try to take off against the wind. Do you know why? Do you know why? Because there is a law that resistance creates lift. Whew. Think about that for a moment. Last week, I taught you resistance creates strength. What I'm trying to tell you now is you need resistance like a plane needs to fly into the wind to take off, because resistance causes lift. You say, okay, I'm not sure where you're going with this. Let me boil it down in hillbilly language. I wrote something down. Resistance is the wind in the wings that you're made for. So resistance is the thing that's going to lift you to a whole nother level. You can see this in the life of Joseph in the Bible. Just go study it in the book of Genesis. It was resistance. His brothers didn't like him. They threw him into a pit. They sold him into slavery. He ends up in jail. And through a course of time, he ends up the second highest command in all of all of Egypt. Why is that? Because resistance was what created his lift. His pain, he didn't know it, was the source of his platform and would be the avenue of his promotion. And so what was meant to harm, Joseph said in Genesis 50, I think it is, he said, what you meant for harm was the setup for my destiny. And this is how this leadership thing works. So as I close today, let me just give you a couple powerful things that I've learned in 36 years of pain. Pressure is not what breaks the pipes. It doesn't just break the pipes. It also builds pipelines. Think about what I just said. I have friends who work on the pipelines, and they'll tell you the pressure is what builds the pipelines. The pushback that you hate right now is actually probably the push forward that you need the most right now. What I have learned is many times we get stuck, and God has to let the pain of remaining the same be worse than the pain of change. And so therefore, resistance will come. So leader, I want you to see resistance as your launch sequence. I don't want you to look at resistance anymore as a wall. It is your launch sequence. Convert all of that opposition that you're feeling into opportunity. You say, well, how do I do that? Well, just back up. Take a breath, calm down. Don't take it so personal, and just say, how can I use this to get where God wants me to go? Stop cursing your resistance and start thanking God for it, because it strengthens you. It lifts you. It's the gift that nobody wants. But the truth is, it's the gift that every single leader needs. So today, I just want to encourage you. You're not heading the wrong direction. I know it. I know this thing we call leadership is hard. Just hang in there. Keep pressing. Sun will come up tomorrow, as Annie said, and it'll be a brighter day, and rain will show up again, and there'll always be opposition. Opportunity and opposition are twins. They walk together. But opposition can be your friend. And oh, by the way, did you know that God made a promise to you? He'd work all that opposition for your good if you love Him. Thank you for joining me today. If this has been a blessing to you, you know what to do. Hit all those buttons and share this with your friends. I love you guys so much, and I enjoy spending these times with you. I hope that this series has been a blessing to you. I got something great to talk about next week. I'll see you then. Go take over the world.